The Wild Ninja here, and today we're taking a look at Ninjago Dragons Rising, set 71843. This is Rogue's Mech Rider, 584 pieces, retails in Australia for 89 pieces, dollars, not pieces. This set will include a Dragonian Warrior, Rocks, Aaron in his angsty Aaron outfit, and Rogue J. Let's take a look at the villains quickly, so then we can take a look at the build. You may be asking why we're taking a look at the villains first, probably the most interesting part at this point. So we're taking a look at the Dragonian Warrior quickly. Let's take a look at this quick thing that he comes with in the set. He comes with this sticker piece or flag. This is pretty much to help with the reveal blade. I've started to realize that anything in the white or the blue just changes color and just shows off what's really going on in the picture. There's a dragon in there. That's what it's showing you. If you can't see it already, the bold parts are showing that obviously some things awakened. So, it might be just referring to some other thing in another set that we'll talk about in that set. But it's very cool that we're getting these in these sets, which I found pretty cool. Taking a look back at the Dragonian. Let's take a look at his flyer. This guy comes with a different hilt piece compared to in another set. One of them comes with black. Horns, pretty much the same as the one we saw in Aaron's set, which is really nice. This ghost tail piece is absolutely cool. I spoke about how I like the translucency. You can really tell the detailing going through it. It's literally, I think, I didn't want to describe it much into that video because I want to save that bigger talk in other videos. You can definitely tell the marble has really got into it and textured. We'll take a look at the torso quickly. I spoke about this with the other Dragonians. I like the red and the see-through part aspect. That's really cool. Pretty nice stuff. You got a lot of silver detailing, which I think is pretty cool on these guys compared to just having the gunmetal gray. They also come with the Forbidden 5 symbol on the back, and then you get them with their Dragonian face prints, which is pretty cool. The small little dragonfly this time around that goes on his back is pretty much in blue. You can get this guy now in 3 different colors, if I'm not mistaken, but also with the blue clip pieces. I'm sorry, I was about to choke there on some of my own words, but I found that pretty cool. Looking at Rocks quickly, our first minifig with mid-legs. Pretty cool weapon. Not a huge fan of the weapons they get the Forbidden 5, to be honest. Not really cool. Same hat piece as J, Rogue, but I love the way they did Rocks' face print. Pretty nice. It kind of also gives off that like 3D detailing of the mask, which I found pretty cool. I'm gonna quickly zoom in here. Is this a misprint? I've got white sticking out of my Rocks here. I wonder if that's a feature for all Roxes. Pretty cool. Does she have back printing? Of course she does. The Forbidden 5 logo. She has the mid legs. Pretty cool. One thing I find that's always lacking with the Forbidden 5 members is the cape. So I've got my own cape here, and I'm going to show off what Rocks does actually look like now in the shop. So I'm going to do that. No, she doesn't have her armor piece in the show, but I think it just fits a bit better. You're probably also going to see this in the minifig short that I've probably done at this point. Yeah, that looks better. She looks more menacing. She looks more like a diva, ready to fight the ninja. Yeah, she looks pretty cool standing there. She looks more forbidden-esque than she should. That's pretty cool. They should have just given us that cape in this set, but each to their own. We're going to take a look at the Mech Rider. We're going to split this in 2. We're going to take a look at the dragon, then the mech. The reason why we get this Mech Rider is pretty much because Jay steals it off the dude that duplicates himself every time it gets damaged. that way they find actually Aaron's parents. I feel like if you clicked onto this video, you're gonna get spoilers. I love the wings and the jets, pretty cool. I love just the way the arms are done and how this dragon is robotic. If you've heard the story on how this has come to be, this dragon is pretty much based off Jiro, which is pretty nice. And it's pretty cool how the Mech Riders, I think this is just the best. Obviously, he has a nice mouth printing, has Jiro's head, and I think the bottom part is a different dragon's face print. But you got the cool Rontu flame or lightning pieces, I guess, and the tail sort of swivels. I do like the way the legs were done, and in this part here where the brown is, that is where you put your mech. So let's take a look at the mech quickly. So the mech also has a cape aspect, which is really nice, done in this nice plasticky felt material. Jay comes with this long sword, which has obviously a clear translucent blue piece, which is to help identify when the spectral dragonians. We also have a dragon here with a dragon sign. This is just very, very reminiscent to Jay's mech that we got at the start of the year. We see Jay there. It's very rocky and very transformer. Yeah, sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's very transformable with how it looks like Jay's mech, but also has some rocky detailings, obviously not made for Jay. The legs are very much like Lloyd's mech from the Star of Dragons Rising with like, I don't know what they call them. They're like slip-on shoes that they wear in those Chinese cultures. Jay obviously clips onto the mech dragon with the clips in there, so Jay will fit, or any mech rider will fit. Yeah, trying to get him in there, and so that works. Let me actually show you with others. That's what these two sets look like from the start. The Kai Mech, Wildfire Mech Rider set, and the J one. Look, swapped around. Those are the two I have. There's another Kai one, but obviously, this is what I can show you. Two heroes you get in the set. You get Rogue, aka Jay, and Aaron. Aaron's pretty cool. Same sort of thing. We'll take a look at each weapon. So Jay's weapon is pretty much this long sword with the hilt. Don't know why, actually. It actually's baffled me. But Rogue is pretty much the same, just the same face print as in the set we got at the start of the year, and no armor, so that's fun. And then we have Aaron, obviously, with his lantern, which has actually the piece, if I have any of these swords actually on me. They're very, I don't have any. Actually, I do. That's a lie. They're very much like the prismatic blades that we got at the start of the year in that sort of color, which I'm actually appreciative of, because that's what these are actually in the show. So you can tell they're the same sort of color when you have an actual look at them. You might saw a glimpse. You got the reveal blade. I showed you how that worked before. It has like Kai's symbol on it as well, which is a nice kind of cool throwback to how his parents made stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Aaron's got the same sort of torso deal as he had in all his sets this year, which is nice to actually get him in the black hood with the black hood part as well. And besides that, I'm happy with the set. For $89, you're not getting the best minifig selection, but still a really cool build. Those are the spare parts you get in the set. Of course, that is the set. Now, this is honestly epic. Now, I go into, obviously, discussions about spoilers in this video, but you know what? If you don't have spoilers for the actual, sorry for also the cop sirens in the background, a lot of that actually lately.